Hi, I'm Libby. Welcome to my Grocery X Learn English podcast. Today we're gonna talk about how to prepare for an earthquake. Earthquakes can strike at any moment, without warning. They can cause significant damage to buildings, infrastructure, and entire communities. While we can't prevent earthquakes from happening, we can prepare for them. In this book, we'll explore how to prepare for an earthquake, from the supplies you need to have on hand to the steps you can take to keep yourself and your loved ones safe during and after a quake. Chapter 1: Understanding Earthquakes. Before we dive into preparedness, it's important to understand what earthquakes are and how they occur. In this chapter, we'll cover the basics of plate tectonics, seismic waves, and the different types of earthquakes. We'll also discuss the factors that contribute to the intensity and impact of earthquakes. Chapter 2: Assessing your home's seismic safety. Your home is one of the most important places to be prepared for an earthquake. In this chapter, we'll look at how to assess the seismic safety of your home, including evaluating the foundation, roof, and walls, and securing heavy objects and furniture. We'll also provide tips on how to retrofit an older home to make it safer during an earthquake. Chapter 3: Creating an emergency supply kit. In the event of an earthquake, it's important to have a supply of essential items on hand. In this chapter, we'll explore what to include in an emergency supply kit, such as food, water, first aid supplies, and a radio. We'll also discuss how to store and maintain your kit to ensure it's always ready when you need it. Chapter 4: Developing a family emergency plan. An earthquake can happen at any time, so it's important to have a plan in place to ensure everyone in your family knows what to do. In this chapter, we'll discuss how to create a family emergency plan, including designating meeting places and communicating with each other in the event of an earthquake. Chapter 5: Preparing your workplace. In addition to preparing your home, it's also important to be prepared at work. In this chapter, we'll look at how to make your workplace safer in the event of an earthquake, including securing heavy objects, preparing emergency supplies, and conducting evacuation drills. Chapter 6: Being prepared while on the road. Earthquakes can happen anywhere, including when you're on the road. In this chapter, we'll discuss how to stay safe while driving during an earthquake, and what to do if you're caught in a quake while on the road. Chapter 7: Protecting your finances. An earthquake can cause significant damage to property and disrupt financial stability. In this chapter, we'll explore how to protect your finances during and after an earthquake, including securing your insurance coverage, creating a financial plan, and recovering from financial losses. Chapter 8: Staying informed and getting help. In the event of an earthquake, it's important to have access to accurate information and know how to get help. In this chapter, we'll discuss the importance of staying informed through local news and social media, and how to access emergency services and support from government agencies and non-profit organizations. Chapter 9: Caring for yourself and others after an earthquake. The aftermath of an earthquake can be stressful and overwhelming. In this chapter, we'll look at how to care for yourself and others after a quake, including managing stress and trauma, dealing with emotional and psychological effects, and seeking medical care if needed. Chapter 10: Rebuilding after an earthquake. In the final chapter, we'll look at the process of rebuilding after an earthquake. We'll discuss the importance of working with insurance companies, government agencies, and contractors to ensure a safe and efficient rebuilding process. We'll also cover tips for minimizing future earthquake damage, such as retrofitting buildings, improving infrastructure, and creating stronger building codes. Conclusion: Preparing for an earthquake is a critical step in reducing the impact of these natural disasters. By following the tips and guidance in this book, you can ensure that you and your loved ones are ready in the event of an earthquake. Remember that while we can't control when earthquakes happen, we can control how we prepare for them and respond when they do. Thank you for listening to Grocery X Learn English podcast. If there's a topic you'd like me to talk about in a future episode, just send an email to info@grocery-x.com and see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.